We want everyone to be in heaven so the devil can be very lonely down there by himself. Aliens are not going to start abducting Christians. It's not going to happen. Alright friends, let's discuss how to become a threat to the kingdom of darkness. As I'm sure you can tell looking at the world today, it appears as though we are coming very, very close to the end times tribulation and the rapture. The rapture of Christians being taken away into heaven to hopefully not have to participate on earth during the tribulation. I am very much a pre-tribulation rapture believer. So in the time I have left on this earth, I would very, 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 very much like to be a threat to the kingdom of darkness. I would like to do everything I can to infuriate the devil and show him he has no power here. The only power he has is the power we give him. Now you might be wondering, how do you become a huge threat to the kingdom of darkness? So it's very simple. What the devil wants is souls. The devil wants to bring as many people to hell with him as he possibly can. So the simple solution to that is to let as many people as possible know about salvation through Jesus Christ and about God in the Bible. You might be thinking, I've been telling people, no one will listen to me. Nobody will believe me. Or maybe some people are believing you and some people aren't, and it's getting frustrating. We can't stop. You have to keep telling people this is coming because we are genuinely trying to save these people's souls. If you are a true Christian, you believe that, you understand what I'm saying. We might be the only hope for these specific individuals to ever make it to heaven. You know people that you may be their only hope of them ever getting to heaven. They may need to hear a specific word from you, and that is how they will end up coming to Christ and getting to heaven. The unfortunate truth is, the majority of people are not going to come to Jesus before the tribulation. This is just a fact. It's unfortunate, but it is reality. There will be a lot of humans left on earth during the tribulation. So what is the solution to this? The solution to this is to let people know what tribulation life is going to be like. You can tell them about Jesus, you can tell them about the Bible, you can try to bring these people to Christ before tribulation, but if they don't seem to be taking any of it to heart, just let them know this is what's coming, so that when those things start happening, they will not be deceived into thinking it is something completely unrelated to Jesus. This is what I personally believe is going to happen. I believe there will be some sort of a situation where there's maybe a massive blackout or something during the rapture. The devil controls this reality. He needs to distract people during the rapture so people don't start coming to Christ when they realize that everyone's being raptured into heaven. How's the devil going to do this? I think the distraction will be some sort of mass blackout or power outage or internet outage, something. It'll be a big distraction. Now, the thing is, the devil's then going to have to explain to the general population where everyone went, because there'll be an enormous amount of Christians gone from the face of the earth. Where did everyone go? I personally believe the narrative that's going to be pushed by the devil and his people that push narratives is going to be aliens. I believe that the official narrative will be people were abducted by aliens. I believe this because there's been foreshadowing in the media. A couple years ago, the Pentagon released information, basically showing videos of spaceships and fighter jets, and I saw that as foreshadowing.
There's a whole fleet of them. Look on the ASA. My gosh. They're all going against the wind. The wind's 120 knots from the west. Look at that thing, dude. That's not our LNS though, is it? It's not. That is the LNS, dude. Well, if there's like... Look at that thing! It's rotating. Nickel 6-1 Tango Project, oh, got it! Woohoo! Roger, there's troubleshooting as soon as I get... Did you box moving target? No, I took an auto track. Oh, okay. Oh my gosh, dude. Wow, look at it fly!
Then not too long after that, maybe a year or so, then Netflix released a series about those Pentagon files and about other alien stuff, and I saw that as more foreshadowing. And then not too long ago, there was all these alien sightings around Canada and the United States. More foreshadowing. I truly believe that they're getting the population ready for when the rapture happens so that they can say to people, they were abducted by aliens. They did not get raptured into heaven. It was aliens, not God. That is what I believe is going to happen. In that case, people need to know that we went to heaven and didn't get abducted by aliens. The aliens didn't come down and decide we're going to take all the Christians. All right? People need to understand this. And I talk to people about this, and they don't even know what the tribulation is. So we need to explain to people that if we disappear, if the Christians disappear, we are in heaven. And let them know, you are about to go through a lot of darkness. There will be a good time as the Antichrist takes over. For a little while, things will seem great, and then they will seem not so great real quick. And the Antichrist will start doing all the Antichrist things, and the judgments will start to come. It's going to be a bad time. And then at that point, they need to know that they're more than likely going to die for their faith in Jesus Christ and be killed for it, but that is their only way to get into heaven at that point, because they did not come to Jesus before the tribulation. So you need to just let them know, if people disappear, your option at that point is to come to Jesus, which will more than likely lead to your death, but will lead to heaven, or don't come to Jesus, which will also lead to your death, but also will lead to hell. You got two options that lead to death, but one leads to heaven, one leads to hell. This is the message we need to be sharing. If you don't want to come to Jesus before the tribulation, that is 100% your choice, but this is what's going to come if people disappear. The government's blamed some absurd thing like aliens. Aliens are not going to start abducting Christians. It's not going to happen. So if the narrative being pushed is aliens took all these people, there was some mass blackout or something to distract people while the rapture happened, just know those people are gone because of God. They're not gone because of aliens. And now it is up to you to decide, are you going to build up your faith in Jesus Christ during the tribulation, or are you going to end up in hell with the devil where he wants you and where he's been trying to drag you to your whole life? That is what people need to hear. People need to hear the cold hard truth, which is, if you don't come to Jesus before the tribulation, you are going to have a very, very difficult time. You can still be saved. Hopefully, an enormous amount of the population of the earth is going to die very quickly, because you'll be killed off for having faith and belief in Jesus Christ. And that's going to go against everything this world believes in, because anyone left on the earth is not going to be of God. That's why they're left on the earth. Except for the specific 144,000 who are the 12,000 from each of the 12 tribes of Israel. They will be left on earth, but that's it. Everyone else is going to be fighting for their souls so that they don't end up in hell. This is something people need to hear. This is the truth. It's unfortunate, but if you want to be a threat to the kingdom of darkness as a Christian, you need to tell people this. Tell people the truth and let them know, so that they can save their souls and we can take as many people away from that kingdom of darkness as we possibly can. We want as few people in hell as possible, because we want everyone to be in heaven so the devil can be very lonely down there by himself. That is what we need to do. Tell people the truth. It's unfortunate that they won't come to Jesus before the tribulation, but just plant that seed and let them know, if suddenly I'm gone one day, this is why. I was not abducted by aliens. I've been raptured, and Earth is about to go through the tribulation. All we can do is warn people. You can't hold them down and scream in their face until they listen to you. Just warn them. Let them know it's coming from your heart. And it's pretty easy. If these people don't believe in Jesus, they're not going to believe in the tribulation. If people suddenly disappear, they're going to think of you saying, hey, just a heads up, this might happen. And if it does, it was Jesus, not aliens. That'll stick in their minds. Anyways, folks, thank you for listening. Spread this message along. I'll see you in the next one. Take care. Praise be to God.